Is Hot 97 already seeing the Kid Mero fall off? Listen to this. Reports say his ratings are low, and hold up, he's even been late to his own show. But here's the twist. Rumors are swirling that DJ Juanito got pushed out behind the scenes. Now I'm keeping it real. This came from an anonymous source, but when I checked it, it felt legit. Juanito leaving after being there since 2005? That signals chaos internally. It looks like behind-the-scenes scrambling. Mero might be trying to shake things up because numbers aren't hitting. And girl, that's not all. There's another issue. Mero being late is becoming a habit. I noticed it during a morning broadcast. The show started without him. Cass had to step in. They brushed it off as him running late. Blamed it on his daughter being sick, which is understandable. But still. Then the New York Times report adds more. Mero said he stayed in a hotel to avoid being late. He even had his manager call him to wake up. That's concerning. And industry insiders say he's always late, like real Hollywood time. But this is radio. Timing matters. You have to be on point. Now let's talk about Ebro Darden. He used to run that slot. Love him or hate him, his show performed better. Because right now, Mero is struggling. Ratings are low, views are down, guests aren't showing up, and that raises questions. Is he not networking after the show? Why no guests on Hot 97? Or is it deeper? Some say the studio itself is the problem. I've heard it's in bad condition. That matches what Laura Rosenberg and Ebro hinted before. They didn't even want to go back. They built their own setup. There are claims about poor conditions and weak security. People say anyone can walk in. And if that's true, it explains a lot. But nobody's speaking up. People want to keep their jobs. My source told me to verify things publicly. And some of it checks out. They say Mero now understands why Ebro had issues, especially with MediaCo. There are lawsuits tied to the company, like Stan Pullman and Shayla Scott. Both reportedly involve discrimination claims. You can look that up. There's also talk about TT Torres taking action. That one's unclear, but it keeps coming up. Overall, things look messy, and it's public info, except for that last claim. Another issue, Mero's contract. It's reportedly not union-based. More corporate, less protection. That contradicts earlier reports. So maybe Hot 97 is shifting direction. Not saying it's right or wrong, but it matters. Also, Ebro's show was making money. A $1 million deal was tied to it. When he left, that deal left too. The partner stayed with Ebro, not Mero. That says a lot. And now Mero isn't meeting expectations. Ratings are weak. Insiders say it might not last. That's what's being said internally. Now look at leadership. There's confusion at the top. No real program director right now. Just an assistant role. And strange freestyle content being pushed. Hot 97 used to lead in freestyles. Now it feels random. Then there's Jerry Barrow. He was removed, replaced by Ramsey. Supposedly close to Drake. And allegedly biased. That raises questions. Ebro has criticized Drake before. So maybe that played a role? Or maybe not. Still, it's interesting. And yes, Ebro has been vocal. So some people won't be surprised. But here's the final twist. Ebro claimed he, Laura, and Rosenberg never got their last paycheck from Hot 97.
They owe us a lot of money and they don't want to pay us.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And by the way, that's a union contract.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
So we're dealing with our
That is
union.
Yes, that's a union deal. They are going against the union. So
Now here's where it gets interesting. Laura Rosenberg and Peter Rosenberg aren't dealing with the same contract situation as Ebro Darden. From what I'm hearing, Abro actually walked away with a serious severance bag. Yeah, we're talking big money. So what about Laura and Rosenberg? That part's unclear. They could have been working under at-will terms. Now let me pause you right there. This is coming from a source, not confirmed facts. So take it as developing info while everything unfolds publicly. But here's another layer. The source claims Hot 97 isn't happy about Laura and Rosenberg branching off. Apparently, interns are even assigned to monitor their content and report back up the chain. And now, this is where it gets wild. Think back to when Ebro first got let go. He made it very clear. He wasn't about to fold or play along with any political pressure coming from the top.
Weeks ago, when they tried to run that Andrew Cuomo play on me. Listen, man, I don't capitulate well, bro. Been doing this too long. If you look around all the major media outlets, man. All of them. Look at all of them. They all got to fold up because they all trying to renew their deals, their licenses.
But hold up. It did sound a little funny when he said that. A lot of people were quick to clown Ebro Darden, saying, nah, he's just washed, and blaming low ratings. That was the narrative going around. But listen to this. The source claims that the talk is completely off. According to them, Hot 97 was heavily pushing a political angle tied to Eric Adams.
From Gracie Mansion, WBLS's Bob Lee with Mayor Eric Adams. A breaking exclusive on the fight to save New York from Zoran Mamdani's radical agenda and take back the Democratic Party's soul.
When you see people calling for girls and boys to share the same showers in their high schools when they play sports, that's not a call for black and brown people. You're seeing an attempt to hijack by people like Zoran and the Democratic Socialist Party. The socialists, they hate our way of life. We need to be clear on that.
But here's the kicker. Ebro Darden wasn't backing down and kept criticizing Eric Adams nonstop. And hold up. Once Adams stepped out of the race, the focus reportedly shifted toward pushing Andrew Cuomo instead.
Hobby, which probably would have been more than a hobby. I was a big car guy when I was young.
Interesting.
Yeah, restoring cars, racing cars. Yeah, I would have had some side business that dealt with probably the restoration of cars, because I like American cars, older American, what they call muscle cars. 1967 Corvette. The most beautiful car. I don't care what anyone says. They talk of Maserati, Ferrari. Forget it. 1967 Corvette. I would have been doing some more with that if I had time.
I like that. Mine's actually a Chevy Impala 1956.
Oh, good car. Good car.
Now listen to this. The top executive at the company was reportedly furious when Ebro Darden interviewed Andrew Cuomo. And hold up, Cuomo ended up hanging up mid-conversation.
Never had this level of anti-Semitism. And you don't want to defend anti-Semitic behavior in New York City.
Of course not.
Of course not.
And
But
it's
let's
definitely
not.
up.
But let's not extrapolate it away from the damage done to mad people. What do you think the Latin population is dealing with right now with ICE on the streets? Your boy was just on 60 Minutes, Cuomo, saying that you're his guy.
No. First of
Trump said you're his candidate. If he had to pick a bad Democrat or what did he say? Or a
communist.
Or a communist, he's picking you.
Hello?
And here's where it gets wild. People inside the building were already saying it was a wrap because Hot 97 leadership had basically put targets on everyone involved. Now check this out. The Ebro Darden interview with Andrew Cuomo? It got wiped from Hot 97's platforms, no socials, not even on their YouTube, but somehow it pops up on a channel under Ebro's name. So yeah, it looks like he uploaded it himself. And when you watch it, tension everywhere. You can literally feel how heated it got. I can already hear people saying, "Yo, that made Cuomo look bad." And that's where things turn political. There's clearly more going on behind the scenes at Hot 97 than just radio. Now shifting back to the kid Mero. Insiders are saying he might start speaking out soon. But hold up, they might cut him off before he even gets the chance. He's already showing up late. He's switching things up internally. And the ratings, still not there. On top of that, he's already clashing with management. And here's the kicker. Summer Jam might be getting pushed to July. Some are saying it's because sponsorships aren't locking in, and Mero's numbers aren't helping. So yeah, that's the situation. Mero in the morning is looking shaky right now. And honestly, the drama is nonstop. I had to cover this because it's crazy. He just got the job. We're talking January. Abro was out by December, and it's already going left. So let me ask you, does Mero even make it through 2026? I'm keeping a close eye on this because my source has been lining up so far. But let's be clear, outside of public info, this is all alleged. We'll have to see how it plays out. Drop your thoughts below. And yeah, follow me on IG and Twitter at The Stop TV. This is Danny from The Stop. I'm out.